So stand to the back of your mat, guys. Right, so as usual, always stand with your feet sitting underneath your hips, spreading your toes. Hands up, pockets.
Sit to the wall.
Take an inhale. As always, we roll the shoulders. We exhale. Quite nice to do it with your eyes closed. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Do 2 more shoulder rolls for me. And then release. Open your palms outwards. Take a big stretch all the way overhead. Interlacing your fingers at the top equally. Taking a stretch up to the sky. Palms facing towards the ceiling. We take a breath in, feel the stretch. As we dive down, I want you to think about softening your knees and opening your arms and hinging from the hips. Flat back. All the way down to the floor. Fingertips pressing on the ground. Inhale, exhale, extend the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, look up, open the arms, hinge all the way back up again, squeezing your abs, lifting the arms up, interlacing the fingers, full stretch up through the palms, reach, 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 breathe. And then open your arms all the way back out, hinge forward again. Slight softening of the knees, fingertips to the ground, take a deep knee bend, and then exhale, extend those legs. Really push the hips up, push much extension into those legs as possible. Then inhale, open the arms. Exhale, hinge all the way back up to the sky. One more time, interlacing those fingers, stretching high through the arms, lifting up. Soften the knees, squeeze the abs, and one more time we dive forwards. Fingertips to the ground. This time extending and bending one leg at a time. Just waking up those hamstrings a little bit more.
You just need to turn the volume up on the speaker.
No. Right. And then bring your hands flat down to the ground. Take a walk through. Dynamic stretching for you guys. Drop your hips. Take your left foot on the outside of your left hand. Pin it to the ground. Give it a helping hand if it doesn't quite reach beneath the knee. Hands back to the ground or onto your fingertips. We inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, sink down. So what you want to do here is we're stretching through the hips. I want you to try and keep your back knee extended. So try and keep your hips as low as possible. So lift it up and dropping down into it. Feel that give through your left hip flexor. 4 more. When you've done your last one, just hold that stretch. And then turn to the left, open your left arm out, squeeze the shoulder blade and reach into a twist. So push away, squeeze the belly, open up. Reach the hand high. And then inhale, bring your hand back to the floor, swing that leg behind you, lift up to a downward facing dog, push your heels down, lift the hips. Bend the knees, try and lift your bottom, lengthen your spine, melt your chest and reach deeper and then push your heels to the ground. Then we take a breath in, roll forward, take your right foot outside of that foot. Stay on your fingertips or in your hands. We inhale, lift up, exhale, sink down. So remember the tips that I told you. Ankles beneath the knee. Back leg fully extended and sink it down. Might be a little bit tight this side. 4. Really enjoy that lovely feeling of opening out to the hips. Yes or no? We hold the last one in that stretch. Then take your left hand down, open to the right, and twist and squeeze the shoulder blade and look up towards that hand. Lengthen out through that back leg, sink your hips down, and really turn, squeeze, and look up towards that hand. One more breath here. And as we inhale, we lower the hand back to the floor. Swing the leg back, downward facing dog. Bend and extend the leg, walk through. Remember the tailbone is the tip of the triangle. We're going to lift it up. Feel the spine getting stronger as we lengthen. Okay, a little bit of faster movement. We inhale, roll forward. Left foot comes flying around to the left hand. Open out into a twist. Squeeze. Inhale, drop the hand down, swing the leg back, plank. And right leg out and open. If plank is too low to get that momentum with the leg, then swing the leg back, come up into down facing dog. They come forward, swing that left one forward. And open. So you should be on your left leg again. Down, lift, right step, twist. Hand down, step it back, left foot, and twist. Hand down, step it back, right foot, and open. So you started to feel a little bit of warmth coming through the body. Back, last time to the left, twist, sink those hips, lengthen that back leg. Hand to the floor, take it back, right foot forward. Last time, twist. And then hand down, swing it back, plank. Hold. Position yourself, soften the elbows. 10 more seconds here. Gives you a chance to 2 lovely deep breaths. And then, as you inhale, drop your knees and sink it back. Reach your fingers forward, pull your bottom back into your heels, and enjoy child's pose. You're going to do 3 or 4 child's poses before we come onto our back. So really reach for the fingers, pull back into your heels. Really breathe into it, give yourself a chance to breathe. Now, begin to lift yourself out of it. And we're going to take this into a little bit of upper body work, okay? So we're going to pull back, so you're still slightly, you're not right back in child's pose, you're putting back through the hips. And then you're going to roll the spine, bend the elbows, drop down into a tricep, push up, lift back up, curl the spine, pull back, roll forward, you lengthen the spine, bend the elbows, sink it down, push it up, roll the spine, and so on. Are we lost?
Easy.
Good.
Anthony.
So think about working the backs of the arms. Just try to draw the elbows close into the ribcage, waistline, wherever you feel you can go. You don't need to drop as deep as I demonstrated. You might want to go halfway. So you might just be here, lift up, little bend, push it up, curl it back, and so on. Or you might want to drop even deeper, lowering down into like a plank with the knees lightly on the ground. Pushing up, curling back. 4 more. Roll it, lengthen, sink it. Enjoy the lovely curve of cat stretch and lengthening of the spine, a dip of the triceps. Pushing back up, make it your own. 2 more. One more, guys. Now, this last one, we drop down. We push up. We drop down halfway. Bottoms in the air, please. Bottoms in the air. And 8 pulses. 7. Bring your elbows into your waist. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push up. Curl the spine. And back to that child's pose. This time, arms take a C curve. So we reach to the left. Taking your right hand on top of your left hand, slide the fingers together and reach across. your right hip back as you reach the arms to the left. So creating more and more of a C curve every time. Breathe, reach, melt the chest, lower down. And then release the hands, take your way over to the other side, C curve the upper body to the right. Reach. Pull your left hip back in towards your left heel. Okay, back into the middle. We lift up. Now we're going to take this into push-ups. We're going to take our hands wide, turning our fingers slightly out. We're going to tuck our toes. We're going to do, just start off in a little kind of half downward facing dog. Hips up. Wide stance through the arms. We're going to lower the knees. We're going to rock forward to a plank. You can either stay on your toes and do a push-up here, and then lift up and lift your hips back up again. So roll forward, push up, back up, and lift. If you want to make it easier, roll forward, knees down, plank, halfway, drop into push-up, lift up, lift your knees, and lift your hips. So all it is, the same thing, you roll into a plank, drop your knees first, then do your push-up, you push back up, then lift your knees, and you lift your hips up. Or stay on your toes. Whatever one you're doing, use the mirror or the cameras to make sure that your bottoms are dropping lower than your shoulders. Enjoy the quick release, push back. 4 more, guys. Come on, everyone, go to full push-ups with me. The ship can come back.
Not with these legs to get the arms, they can't.
1 more. Now, after this last push-up, drop your knees, everyone go halfway, and let's press. 8. Now, have a look. Have your bottoms dip down. Chest between the thumbs, not your nose. 4, 3, 2, 1, and taking that wide position in the arms, slide back for the last child pose. Breath. Then release the elbows to give your arms a little rest. And after your next breath, just roll it up, and we're going to flip around and lie on our backs for the rest of the session. Some good classic Pilates coming up. No surprises. A couple of hidden surprises, but not, yeah,
I was going to
nothing.
say, it's always a surprise passing you, Polly.
I just want you to enjoy lying on your back for a brief moment. I'm going to give you the option to take your arms down by your side. You might take them wide. I like to slide my hands behind back of my head because I find it more comfortable. Imprint your spine, legs to tabletop. Take a breath in. We're going to open the knees, the ankles wide. We're going to kick our legs forward into a wide V, squeezing the legs together and returning to tabletop. We're going to inhale, open, exhale, lengthen, and squeeze together. Now you have the option, if you're really tight in your hamstrings, you're better off extending your legs wide and high to the sky rather than forward, and then pull them together and then bend the knees to tabletop. So if you're really strong in your core, you might want to take your legs lower, squeeze them together, and then bend them back in. But if your lower back is taking over, you know you've gone too far. Breathing in to open, breathing out to push away. Inhaling to squeeze and exhaling to return to the beginning. So 4 points. Now make this next one your last one. Really wide, kick it away, draw it in, and land at tabletop and hold. Hold it here. Bring your fingertips around behind your head, and then come into a little crunch. And as you crunch, I want to pull your bottom off the ground, so your thighs coming in towards you. Hold it, then reach the arms and pull everything in. Imagine you're trying to fold yourself in half, yeah? Shoulders as close in towards your knees as possible. Reach your fingers to your toes. Pull your bottoms even higher. Squeeze that belly. Hold it. 5. Reach. Thighs in. 2 and 1. Drop your head, drop your shoulders, and briefly drop your feet. Breath. Slide your legs down your mat. Take a big arch in the lower back. And then close that arch. Pull your toes in, push your heels away. Take your left leg up to the sky and lightly hold around the back of the thigh. So look at this as a gentle hamstring stretch. Right leg pins to the floor. Push that leg into extension. And then we're going to lift our shoulders, head off the floor. Walk up the leg and drive the leg in towards you. Extend it as much as you can. Lift your chest as much as you can. And enjoy this stretch. Always let the shoulders drop. Straight. Straight that leg. Straight it goes. Hover your right leg, even though you're already there with it. Release your arms. Lift your chest even high and squeeze your abs in. And just press up and down that leg. Keeping your left leg as straight as possible. Squeeze and reach higher. Squeeze and reach higher. 8, 7, keep that leg low to the floor, then let it come up high, top it low. 4, lift, 2, hold it there, then squeeze a little bit more. And then just slide your hands back around the thigh, drop your head, leg, and arms back down. And bend the elbows and push that leg back into that hamstring stretch. Bend the knee, lift your right knee up to join the left knee. Open your arms wide and pop your knees over to the right. All the way down. The right hand on the left thigh and then twist and open out that left shoulder. So use this opportunity to stretch into this rotation. So where you're pinning your hands, your thigh, using your hand, imagine you're trying to pull your left hip away from your knee. So you're twisting deeper and then dropping the left side of your ribcage further into the ground. Then you're going to release the hand. Slide your hands behind your head. When you're ready, you're going to crunch, side crunch up towards the hip and back down. You can take your left hand and reach, supporting with your right hand. And what happens is when you're doing a little side crunch, you might feel you're rotating more towards the left knee. So you need to rotate more towards the left hip. So you can keep your arms in one place. I think I forgot to extend mine. Just side bending up and releasing. And we're going to do a nasty little exercise after this. And my buttocks have been in agony for 3 days from doing this exercise once. I did have 6 days of exercise though. 4 more. Reach it, come on, lift.
6 months.
Hold your last one, 10 little pulse at the top, 10, 9, 8, 7, lift, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and then release the head and the shoulders and the arms down. I want you to take your left hand and place it on your sacrum, so the lower part of your back is above your buttocks. You want to keep your hips stacked, and we're going to lift the top leg up into abduction. So you're not rotating, not turning the kneecap up towards the sky, you're just lifting and lowering. So if you feel like there's pressure pushed into your hand, it's your hip trying to roll. So you're stopping it from happening. Engage your abs, support your trunk, body, and just lift up and down. I'm going to use this opportunity to now look around. Now give me 4 more, just like this, lifting up and down. And you'll start to feel a little bit of pain kicking in. Hold your 4th one up into the air, 10 presses, up and down. 9, 8, 7, 6, get that leg up. 4, 3, 2, hold. Now extend that leg into a straight line towards the windows. Keep the thighs in line, and then lift up and down. With this position, try and turn your toes up and heels down. So slight lateral rotation. Work the muscles even more. This should be starting to hurt. Yes?
Yeah.
Good.
I don't know how to respond to that. It works all the time.
5 more. Up and down. Don't let the leg drop lower than your hip level because it twists your pelvis. Don't let those legs disappear from where they are. There's too much. Bend the knee again. Hold your last one up. Let's pulse. 10, 9, 8. Abs on. 6. Leg higher. 4. Come on. 2. Hold that up. And then bend the knee and pop the sole of the foot behind your right foot. And open the knee to the sky. Instant release. Lift the thigh, catch hold of the knee, both hands, and just drive that knee towards your shoulder. Little hip flexor release. And then roll yourself into the center. Once you've landed in the center, adjust yourself back on your mat. You kind of might find you're out of alignment. Arms relaxed down by your side. Both your legs straight up to the sky. We're going to do little crisscrosses. So our legs are going to move at a fast crisscross pace, going quarter, half, 3/4 or fully down to the floor and crisscross all the way back up again. You might want to stay hovered to the top if you don't want to move your legs any further. If it's really too much, those hamstrings, bend your knees, cross the calf over shin, push your thighs away until you brush the floor with your feet and then come all the way back up again. And let's get those legs as straight as possible. I'm going to put my hands behind my head because it's more comfortable. You can put your arms wherever you wish. But make sure those lower backs don't take over the movement. Fast crisscrosses, guys. Come on, press, 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 press. Up and down. Make those tummy muscles work. Breathe, breathe, breathe. 4 more. Up and down is 1. Down and up is 1 more leg. 3 more. If you're going faster than me, slow it down. 2 more. Come on, work it, work it, work it, work it, work it, work it. Last one, everybody. Come on, work, work, work. Now listen to my instructions. As you crisscross back to the sky, left heel over right ankle. Pin them together. Reach into pistol grip up towards your toes and puff. If you need to bend your knees, open your knees wide and then reach between the legs. Come on, reach. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your head, slide the left foot all the way down to the knee, bend your right leg and catch your right thigh. Thread the arms inside and then stretch the buttock on the left side. Okay, so the principles of buttock stretches. When you're lying on your back, you've always got to keep thinking to yourself, spine is connected to the floor from the very top all the way down to the bottom. So push the coccyx into the ground And then use your arms to pull the right thigh in, open the left knee out, and there's your stretch. Go a little bit deeper. Now you're going to keep your ankle on your knee, pop your right foot down, arms relaxed down by your side. If you want to make it harder, you take your arms fully extended overhead. We're going to push down into that right foot and then lift your hips up into a bridge. Now we're going to brush the floor with the buttocks and lift the hips, and if you can, lift the heel at the top. Tap the heel down, brush your buttocks to the floor, lift your hips and lift your heel. Breathe. So with this left leg in a bent position on the right knee, a left hip bone drops a little bit lower than the right. So squeeze through the butt on both sides and keep that equal level in your hips rather than dropping down one side. 4 more. Really feel your hamstrings, your calves, your glutes, your thighs. That right leg. Okay, last one, stayed up high. We lift the hips, we lift the heel, squeeze the butt, open the left knee, but lift the left hip up high. Now get as much elevation as you can, hold it there. Right arms onto the tiptoes, 5, 4, lift, 2, and 1. Inhale, heel drop, exhale, roll it out. When you hit the ground, cross your left leg all the way over your right. Now here's your challenge. You're going to lift the thighs in, wrap your arms around and catch hold of your fingers around your shins. And then your head and shoulders go to the floor. Nasty little stretch, this one. If you can't interlace your fingers, catch your ankle of your right foot and catch the knee of your left leg, and then drive your legs in. So what we're trying to achieve here, bottom, push it down into the ground, but push the thighs in towards your abdomen. This is a de-stressor. So I don't know about you, but I think it's more my hip flexor than my hips. Anyone else? Does anybody else need my help?
No.
This is a good one to hold for a while. It's a good opportunity for me to help in your hand. So this is what anti-miss is. Try and draw your thighs down a little bit more and push your bottom down a little bit more. Back against me. Got it? Yeah, that's it.
Okay. That's fine. Sorry, my feet cold girl.
My hands are warm.
Oh no, I'll be warm. You stay there.
Right, 10 more seconds. Gives you a chance for 2 more breaths. If I took your hip flex, please. You press this so you three can actually quite happily do this.
Yeah.
Okay, release, unwind those legs and put the feet back on the floor. And just relax for a few seconds. Want to write on camera, lovely. Okay, so we have to do quite a lot of things on the other side, right? So for now, let's go back into those swim prep legs. Arms down by your side, I'm putting mine back behind my head, legs up to tabletop. Now this time we reverse. So we take a breath in and push our legs into extension. We open out to a wide V, and then we inhale to bend the knees wide, and then we squeeze them together on the breath out. So we inhale, lengthen, exhale, wide V, inhale, bend, exhale, close. Take away, open wide, bend and squeeze. You might want to go a little bit lower, but those time muscles a little bit more. Let's see if we can get these legs a little bit wider, a little bit more extended. 4 more. So coming to your last one. Bring the knees together, slide your hands behind your head, roll into a crunch, and lift your bottom off the ground like we did before. Yeah, then reach your arms forward, and then squeeze everything in, like you're curling yourself into a little ball. Squeeze your lower tummy to pull your thighs in, and then lift your shoulders. 8, 7, lift higher. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, a little bit more. And just slide your hands into those knees, take a little roll around. Open your arms wide to a T and let the knees just drop over towards the left. Oh. And then twist. Catch that top thigh, open the right shoulder. So this side, we're trying to pull the right hip away from the knee. And then get the right side of our rib cage further to the floor. Shoulder blade in contact. Then you're going to lightly release the leg, so you free the leg. Hands behind the head, and we crunch up to the side. So now we're reaching up. Imagine getting your left shoulder to your right hip. You can take your right arm forward and just work there. Now try not to let your chest turn towards the knees. Reach up further away from the knees, turning away into that right hip. We're going to do 5 more crunches. Last 2. Hold your last one up. And let's bounce. 10, 9, 8, 7. Reach higher. Turn a little bit more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop down. Let your arms relax. Bring the right hand to the back of your sacrum. So again, you can feel with your hips rolling. And then lift that top leg up and down. To hip level, not all the way down to the other leg. Straight back up, straight back up. Reach and move. So we're just breathing out as we lift, breathing into lower. 4 more of these. Last one stays up. We go back to that pressing up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Extend that leg. Turn the toes up, lift down, down and up. So working along the lever. Don't let those legs creep round. Pull those toes towards mirrors, guys. Further up. Now straighten the knees. Get those legs further towards the mirrors. Pull them in. Is that getting nasty? Yeah. Good. 5, 4. Don't rush it. 3, 2. Hold. That's 10 presses. Let's go. Turn the toes up. 7, 6, 5, 4. Come on. 2. Hold it there. And then bend the knee, pop that shoulder foot behind the left leg and just let the knee open. Enjoy the release. And then pull that knee in towards the shoulder, grab it with your hands, and put it down. Ooh. My right hip flexor's going, no, it's not happening. Am I like the only person to play hip flexors in this room? Yeah?
Looks like it, yeah.
Does anyone else find this horrible? It's bad.
No, I've done worse.
Like something's going to snap. See? I go away, 6 days off, feel amazing, come back, go do some exercise and break.
That's every week.
Really selling myself, aren't I? Right, roll yourself into the centre, adjust yourself. Find your breath. Slide your legs straight down the mat. Push your heels away, toes in, engage your abs, lower back into the ground, lift your right leg up and catch it around the back of the thigh. Straighten it. So like we did on the other side, when you're ready, we need to climb up that leg. So walk up the leg, lift your shoulders, get your chest towards your thigh towards your chest. Don't hunch the shoulders, they're doing nothing, you're just using your bicep. Both legs extended away, just a little bit higher. And then hover your left leg. Squeeze the abdomen and then release the arm and just reach into crunch again, an isolated crunch. Shoulders as high as possible, straighten that knee and then press your left leg. Up and down. Now lift higher, reach further forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So drop that left leg, slide your hands back around the thigh, head and shoulders down, and then get deeper into the hamstring. You're going to keep hold of the leg, and you're going to lift your left leg up straight. Just slide your hands around both thighs, push them straight. Then release your arms, point your toes, Criss Crosses. Let's go. Down and up again. Remember your options. You don't have to go low. You can stay quite high at the top, but just really work on those Criss Crosses in the thighs, shocking the muscles. You want to go all the way down to the floor and come all the way back up. You might need to bend your knees and cross calf over shin, brush the floor and cross it back up. Yeah. Not too many of these. You can do 5 more when you reach the top next. Come on, guys. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. We're nearly there. Come on, get these last 2 lower to the ground. Bigger Criss Crosses. Last one. Come on, we can do it. And then at the top, right ankle over left. Pin them together. Pistol grip, lift up to the toe, and pulse. The other option to be here. Come on, don't give up. Join me.
Crack something from it, so that's
What, bad crack?
dull thuds.
Open your knees like this, and then work in the crunch.
No, it was the
6,
Criss that was doing it.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We stop, we slide the right heel all the way down till we reach the knee, bend the left leg, catch the thigh, and stretch the muscle. Okay, so the same principle the other side. The knee will drift into the center, so push a bit more weight into your left buttock, open the right knee, push your spine deep down into the ground, especially coccyx, and then use your arms to drive the left thigh in. And deepen the stretch. 2 more breaths here. And we're going to go to that one leg bridge. So we keep the legs in this position, lower the left foot to the floor, arms down by your side or overarm, overhead if you need to work a little bit more. And then pin the foot to the floor, roll up into bridge. Open the right knee, lift the right hip. Lift up onto the toes. We drop the heel, we brush the buttocks, we lift the hips, we lift the heel for 1. Down, brush the floor, up for 2. 3. 4. 5 more. Let's see if we can open that right knee a little bit more. Last 2. So we stay open up the ball of our foot for our last one. Lift up high. Now just focus on the hamstring and the glute to lift the hips higher. Open the right knee, but lift the right hip by squeezing the buttock even more. Now let's lengthen that spine and hold. 5, 4, a little bit more left. 2, and 1. Inhale, heel down. Exhale, roll it out. You slide the right leg all the way over the left. Let your spine settle before you lift your thighs in. Wrap around again, interlacing those fingers, and drive the thighs in towards your elbow. Oh my God. You can't wrap your arms, catch the knee and shin. So what you're basically trying to do here is keep your bottom forced into the ground, and then you're using your arms to pull the thighs kind of down to the tummy, not into the chest. So squeezing, that's what releases the tension. I'm going to have to go and help out again, otherwise it won't be cool. Tom, do you want to help your hands time? Head down, shoulders down. I know. Really enjoy 3 or 4 more breaths we've got left here. Still the glute in.
The hip flexes as well.
One more breath. When you've done your last breath, you can carefully drop the feet to the ground, unwind the legs. Sorry, Matt. Got the extra little force at the end there.
Yeah.
Tom got off foot free. But Tom's flexible in his hips, you see. He's all jealous of hips.
Yes, it's very
Take a breath. Bring the knees in one more time. Slide your hands around the thighs. And as we roll up, just extend your legs out in front of you. Sit tall on your hips and your buttocks. Open your arms. Raise your arms up. Lift up. Look at those toes. Catch them. Lift up tall. Straighten the knee. And fold forward. God, your hamstrings are better now than they were 45 minutes ago.
Yeah. Better than they were 2 minutes ago.
Exactly, you see. Lower down, go deeper, straighten the knees, push the heels away, pull the toes in. And then carefully roll up. Slide your hands behind, lean into your hands, and just lift your chest away from your shoulders. So you kind of arching the back. And then bring yourself into a comfortable position, cross-legged, whatever works for you. Bring the tips down by your side, sit tall. Raise the arms up like we did at the beginning. We interlace our fingers, take a full body stretch. Look forward and hinge forward, and just let your arms come down, head down, chest down. Walk your fingers in. Sit up tall. Swap your foot position over, cross the other one over. Sit tall. One more time, raise your arms out, interlace those fingers. soon as you take a big full breath in that length, you hinge forward and then lower yourself down. And then walk the fingers in, lightly just sitting comfortably, spine, hands on the knees, open inhale, exhale, light lift over the head, hands together, bow, clap. Guys, ladies, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.